Hello, my darlings. I'm Jane B. Lee. I'm here to talk about stories and books and poetry and things like that. I'm here on my deck with the broken thing. Uh, that's a 2x10, and a limb came out of the tree yesterday and broke it. And I'm sure glad I wasn't here because it would have scared the hell out of me if I was here, but I missed it. I just saw it this morning. Anyway, I'm getting ready to go get my passport. And I got everything together for it. And what turned me on to making sure I had to get my passport was this section out of the book, Identity. And it's chapter 6, it's called Singapore. I waved Paula into my office and tried to put some kind of list together. Paula, we got an opening. Somebody dropped out of Singapore conference at the last minute, and they're opening, and I took it. I looked up as I told her. The conference was hosted by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and the U.S. State Department. It was a chance for U.S. manufacturers like our little company to present ourselves to Asian companies who would likely use our services. Even better, the government was picking up the tab for the conference and also providing us with a daily per diem. Whoa, Paula punched the air. I just got the flight reservations. I leave tomorrow morning at 6:12 a.m. Let me get things packed. Where are my business cards? I'll need at least a couple of hundred. I hope. Okay, I'll round up some brochures and resumes, make some of the photos I took, get a file of them. What else? Paula was ahead of my list. It's nearly 4. I need to pack. Come home with me and help me pack. Oh, and please, if you don't mind too much, call Dave and say you're staying the night with me to help me. I begged. No problem. Get your things together, but don't put them in the bag. I want to double check. On the way out of my door, Paula called Anna to help us. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead and leave some story stuff out here. Okay, Paula looked to God. Oh. Paula looked to God for help and guidance and shook her head. At least she's happy. Did you notice no more depression swings? Now I'll hand things to you and you pack them. We picked up Chinese dinners, apropos, to go as we headed on to my house. We settled in my bedroom and began filling a carry-on with a large suitcase. It's going to be hot, so light stuff only, except maybe for the flight. It can get a little chilly on those airplanes sometimes. Blouses, skirts, shoes, panties, bras, dresses, makeup kits all started to get gobbled up by the hungry suitcase and carry-on. Get your passport. Be sure you got your... Paula saw the expression on my face go white. You don't have one, do you? Shit, I said, sitting on the side of the bed, my head in my hands. No way. Shit. Paula sat up on the side of the bed with me and put her arms around me, her head against mine. I hate to ask you this, but does Larry have a current passport? Looking over at her, yes, I sighed. I'll get it, and some of his clothes. The next morning, wrapped in an ace bandage, we left for the airport. Larry's passport in my pocket. I didn't bother with a wallet, just money, credit cards wrapped in their own rubber band. Chicago to Singapore takes more than 30 hours. Finally, on the ground in Singapore, I placed my bag in the inspection line. So, that reminded me that I needed to get a new passport. And then you have to get all this stuff together. When you're trans and everything, it's harder. So, Red's Revenge is the next book. It's out and it's ready to go, and you can get just about everywhere. And we'll talk about some of the stuff in this one at another time. And one of the reasons I need my passport is I want to go to England and visit Joe Brody. She just came out with a new book. You can find that. She just came out with it like a few days ago, and you can get it on Amazon. Just look for Joe Brody on Amazon. She's got a gazillion books there. Take the latest one. You'll love her. She's great. And you can look me up on my website, and it's janeinstoryland.com. janeinstoryland.com. And if you go there, then you can find pieces of my books, short stories, poems, plays, all sorts of stuff that I've written over the years. You can find those. That's fine. And you can even buy some of my books. And Identity is discounted, and the Red Bitches Revenge is discounted because you can't advertise bitches. Can't advertise those. Nobody lets me. Anyway, y'all have fun. I know it's getting a little long in the bone here with all this virus stuff and being locked up, but have fun. Call people you love and make sure that they know that you love them. It helps. And the people that you're with, make sure that they know that you love them too. It's all very important. Okay, love you all. You have a great, great evening, day, whatever's coming up, and enjoy life.